Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open, it's just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, most men will spend their entire life investing in everything around them. I know this because I'm one of them. Their job, their house, their truck, their bike, their kids, their family, their future, right? Like we think about all these things that we need to invest, our retirement and all this stuff. But what happens is that we end up leaving out the most important asset that we own, and we leave that shit for last. Bro, I'm talking about ourselves here. Like, that is the biggest asset that we have, and it's the fucking one that most men least work on. Like, yo, when I was doing good and I looked at myself and I looked back and I analyzed the things that I was doing, I saw more progress, more forward momentum being built from me working on myself, from me working on my mindset, from me working on my body, from me working on my spirituality, from me working on my relationships. Well, that one's external, right? And then it comes your career, that one's also external. And then comes your passion, which that one is external, but it feeds your internal soul, right? So your mind, your body, and spirit. When you're working on yourself, and then you apply that, and you apply time to it, and it starts compounding, and then all of a sudden you start showing up, and you go attacking life. And you see that things are getting better. It's all because of the investment that you were creating in yourself, bro. But the problem is that most of us men will leave investing in ourselves for last. And then we wonder why life feels heavy, why we're always exhausted, why things feel harder than they should. Brother, today we're fixing that shit. Today we're gonna be putting a fucking stop on that. You see, this weekend, I was thinking about something, right? Like, yo, we will spend thousands of fucking dollars upgrading our machines. For sure. Like, if you're a motorhead, you go through this. Fucking better suspension, more newer tires, more horsepower, bigger turbo, more stun parts. I don't know, whatever it is. We're upgrading our machines consistently, brother. You know this shit. But when it comes to upgrading the man driving the machine, bro, the truth is that most guys skip that part. Yo, they don't train their body. They don't sharpen their mind. They don't work on their discipline. Well, brother, this Monday, today, when it hits, are you going to be asking yourself, man, I'm going to drag myself again through this week like I did last week because I wasn't working on myself? And so when is it going to finally click that when you start working on yourself, everything starts changing because you start evolving, your mindset starts expanding, your habits become better, and as a result, everything becomes better. Dog, make that mental connection. Go experience it. Go live it. And I promise you, you're going to come back and you're going to tell me, yo, Randy, you were fucking right. I know because I was that stubborn about it too. I know because I fucking had massive resentment against getting better too. It's like, oh no, that woo-woo-y and get better and personal development and all this stuff. Like, yo, I had so much resistance against that. It's just like the same thing with my faith. Like, I had so much resistance against that at the beginning. For a long time, I didn't even believe. And the more my mom tried to push this on me, the more resistance I had. And then now I'm leaning into more than ever, and I feel like my faith is stronger than ever, I realized that I wasn't just willing to accept the truth and surrender, dog. And when I realized that I surrendered and I accepted and I put my ego aside and it was about me getting better, everything else started getting better. You see, you are the engine of your life, my brother. Everything in your life, it runs through you. So think about it. If the engine in a car is weak, it doesn't matter how fucking nice the paint job is. the car ain't gonna perform because it got a weak ass engine. Doesn't matter if it's looking nice, if it's looking fire, if the paint's on point, it's gonna not perform because it has a fucking weak ass engine. What the same thing is with your fucking life, dog. And until I realized and I connect these two and I started looking at my life and my performance and what I do and how I produce, the same thing as output for my race car, for my motorcycle, and souping it up and doing a tune-up and putting more high performance parts and seeing that come more alive. When I started putting the two and two, and I was like, yo, if I do the same thing with my life, I will start performing at a higher level. I was like, yo, why the fuck wasn't I doing this shit sooner? You see, my brother, if you're tired, if you're mentally foggy, if you're emotionally drained, everything that you touch will reflect that. But dog, when you upgrade the engine, when you upgrade your operating system, when you upgrade how you perform, everything just runs fucking better. Everything becomes efficient. And so when you start training your body, when you start feeding your mind, when you start protecting your energy, when you start connecting with your spirituality, dog, all of a sudden you start showing up as a better you. You start showing up as a better husband. You start showing up as a better leader. You start showing up as a better father if it's for you. You start showing up as a better husband. You start showing up as a better friend. Dog, your present changes and people start feeling that. Because you got better, everything else around you got better. You see, stop leaving yourself for last, my brother. And I could say this with complete transparency because I used to do that. And what I realized is that me leaving myself for last, thinking that I always wanted to put others first, the reality was that I was giving others my worst self because I wasn't my best self. And so this is the trap that most men fall into, bro. Like we all say, like, oh, I'll work on myself later. I'll work on myself when I have time. Oh, after the kids grow up, or after work, or after I'm not so stressed, after I pass this little busy season. But you know what? Later turns into never, dog, because here's the truth. If you give everyone else your best energy first, then brother, you're giving the people you love what's left over. You're giving them scraps and pieces. And so that's backwards. Flip the formula. Work on yourself first. Not because you're selfish, but because you're responsible, bro. You see, when you train your body, when you clear your mind, when you align your focus, when you connect spiritually, my brother, you show up 10 times stronger for the people that matter. You show up on fire. Your family doesn't need a drained version of you. They need the strongest fucking version of you. So wouldn't you think that you becoming a high performance machine and investing in yourself would fucking make your life so much fucking better? Just think about it. When you fucking modify your race car or your motorcycle or your boat or whatever it is, you put high performance parts and it starts operating at a higher level. What if you did the same thing for you? For your mindset, for your body, for your spirituality, internally. You see, the better you get, the better everything gets, my brother. This is the part that changed my life. When I saw this and I was like, yo, this is a direct correlation. The more better I get, the better everything else gets and the better I perform. And so why don't I never stop getting better? That's why I say this is the part that changed my life. You see, when you improve yourself, you don't just improve yourself. You improve your marriage, you improve your business, you improve your confidence, you improve your leadership, you improve your opportunities, you improve your life, you improve how you operate, you improve everything around you because you raise your standards. Your standard rises. Your baseline, how you operate, rises. And so everything around you fucking rises. You literally stop tolerating average because you start performing at a high level. It's kind of like going into the pump. And you know, if you're going to the pump with your car that makes some good amount of horsepower, you ain't going to be putting no 87. Shit, even if it's not making crazy horsepower, but you go buy a brand new high performance vehicle off the showroom and it's going to tell you got to put premium fuel only, 93. So why the fuck are you feeding your mind, your body, your spirituality, yourself 87 gas when you damn know well if you feed it 93, you're going to perform better? See, when a man builds his discipline, dog, you start waking up earlier, you start eating better, you start thinking better, you start performing better, and that energy just spills into everything you do. And then all of a sudden, suddenly, poof, Like, yo, your conversations are sharper, your work improves, your confidence grows, you're fucking feeling on fire, people trust you more. Why? Because you carry yourself like a man who cares for himself like a high performance machine. And so they correlate together. Yo, this guy is on fucking point. And so when you take care of yourself, everything around you grows. And this is why I say you are the best investment that you can ever make. So my question for you, my brothers, as we wrap up this episode is, if you were the most valuable asset in your life, how well would you be taking care of yourself right now? Just think about it. Reframe how you think about your assets for a moment here. And let's put you as the most important asset in your life. And so if you are the most important asset in your life, which you are, by the way, how would you be taking care of yourself? Think about it. Put it to work. And my challenge is this week, I want you to just do one thing. Treat yourself like a high performance machine that you're meant to be. Go fucking put some 93 in your fucking self. Like, move your body, feed your mind, protect your focus, upgrade yourself every single day this week, and every single day for the rest of your life, and never stop growing and keep evolving and keep shining and keep performing at a high level, dog. Because the better you get, the better everything around you gets too. Everything that you touch gets better because you are getting better. And so your family wins, your business wins, your life wins. Everything around you wins when you get better. So stop leaving yourself for last, dog. It's Monday, brother. Let's fucking make this week count. We got work to do. Let's get it. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, claiming victory for every single wide open warrior that's out there. My brother, this is your wake-up call. Break the chains, step out of the average, and become that badass motherfucker that you were born to be. This Live Wide Open movement isn't just a podcast. This is a mission that God has stamped in my heart, and helping you rise is the purpose I live for. So lock this shit in and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And if today's message lit that fire in your chest, then don't you dare keep this shit to yourself. Fuel another brother. Send this shit to another motorhead, to another gearhead, to another warrior who's hungry for more, because of the truth of the matter is that building a better life for your family, it's non-fucking negotiable, bro. You've got people who are depending on you. You've got a legacy to create. And those excuses that keep popping up in your head, bro, they're never gonna feed the fucking table. That's why it's time to get up, it's time to lock in, and it's time to get to fucking work, dog. This is your moment, this is your mission, this is your movement, and Wide Open is the fucking way. Let's go!